Now, your local weather with the KX Storm Team.
Well, it's 5:15. Welcome back. And a little calmer this morning than it was last night in parts of the region.
A little calmer. No
Yeah,
severe weather right now, thankfully. Apparently, Dave Holder and Tom Schrader had a rough ride last night. They were busy.
Yeah, for sure. I saw that.
While I was asleep. So
that's good. You got sleep. Now they can sleep.
That's right. Let's take a look at some of that severe weather last night. I'm going to start with some of the hail reports. And most of the rain fell in the northwest corner of the KX area, as well as in northeast Montana. Here's a look at some of the higher hail numbers. 1.75 inches. That is golf ball size hail outside of Tioga. And we had some other hail reports out there near Epping and Beach, also dealing with some impressive hail out there. And it's the kind of hail that can damage your car, your home, and if you still have crops out there. Winds were also an issue last night, 62 miles an hour just to the northwest of Hettinger out there. Epping and Argonne also dealing with some of those gusty winds with some of those severe thunderstorms. And look at some of these rain totals from last night. Sydney right now is, I don't want to say the big winner, but they're topping out with over near 2.5 inches of rain. Everybody else between 3/4 and a half inch of rain here that you see on your screen. So definitely some rough weather last night. And here's a live look outside Williston. You can see that sheen on the road. It's still raining there, or it just finished up, and you can see the camera kind of shaking with some of those gusty winds out there. Right now in the Williston area, you're at 62 degrees with those west-northwest winds at 18 miles an hour, and the humidity still nice and ripe at 86%. Temperatures elsewhere across the region, mostly in the 50s and 60s, although we do have a couple of 70-degree marks out there across the state. You can see there in the south, mostly upper 50s and lower 60s, 57 both in the capital city right now and in Dickinson. It's 62 in Minot, 62 in Williston. Watford City dealing with some rain as well at 59 degrees. Winds are also an issue out of the west and northwest at about 20 miles an hour with higher gusts, and we'll talk about those gusts in a second. Here is that small area of rain. It's kind of congealing right now. It's part of a piece of energy rotating through the atmosphere. In fact, we'll zoom it on here and you can see some of those embedded thunderstorms north of Watford City, just to the outside of Tioga. Those are kind of pinwheeling their way around. Again, nothing severe, but certainly a rumble of thunder out there. The good news is they should get out of here by about mid-morning, and then throughout the rest of the day we'll see clearing and plenty of sunshine. Unfortunately, more rain is on the way late Thursday night and into Friday. You can see it's going to be wet for a good portion of Friday. Look at 8 o'clock Friday night, right in the middle of high school football. It looks like some heavy rain is possible. And with that heavy rain can come some severe weather. Storm Prediction Center putting a good section of the KX area under the chance for scattered severe thunderstorms. This would be throughout the day on Friday. Definitely something we'll be watching. And here's a look at the wind gusts today. You can see those blues and purples between 40 and 50 mile an hour gusts, especially throughout the morning. But the good news is by this afternoon, those winds should be subsiding. So your forecast today for the capital city is a pleasant one, 76 degrees. It will be windy at times with those winds gusting to 35 miles an hour. Meanwhile, in the Magic City, rain. If we get any rain this morning, it should end by about 10 a.m., especially to the west. Still windy with those winds gusting to 40 miles an hour. Highs elsewhere today will mostly be in the mid-70s. A very pleasant day for those of you not dealing with the rain, and further to the north, just slightly cooler. Here's a look at your 3-day forecast for Williston. You can see the rain there. It should be clearing out by this afternoon, and then more storms for your Friday. Meanwhile, for the Dickinson area, pretty much the same thing. Nice today and tomorrow, but then more rain for your Sunday. Here's a look at lows tonight. It will be chilly with temperatures in the upper 40s and lower 50s across a good section of the region, which is seasonable for this time of the year. And here's your extended forecast. You can see there Thursday night into Friday, that's when the worst of the weather will get here. And then by Sunday, we dry out in a nice first day of fall with temperatures right around where they should be in the 60s. Pretty much the same thing for the Magic City. Rain Thursday night and Friday. Couple showers Saturday morning, and then the rest of the weekend turns out okay.
You know, not great. I know there's the Bismarck Marathon this weekend. I know folks coming from Minot. It's going to be a busy.
I heard marathon runners actually like the rain.
Oh,
I could be wrong there.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Might be a story there. We'll see.
I'm just doing weather this week.
All right, thanks, Robert. When we return this morning on Good Day Dakota, do you know how the proper way to jumpstart a car? Well, you might be surprised. We'll show you more on that after the break.